Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day. And welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I'm FB.
And I'm the Goob.
Sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. Goob.
Yes, sir.
How we doing?
Oh, what an exciting weekend.
What an exciting weekend, huh?
Oh, yeah, man.
Really? Did you have a lot of excitement this weekend?
I did. I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really get into it right yet.
Okay. Well, there was a lot. We had a lot this weekend.
There was.
There was. I mean, we had the madness. We had soccer. We had a lot. Free agency. We have baseball to talk about.
We do have some baseball.
To actually talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, we have baseball to talk about. Freddie Freeman, first at bat for the Dodgers, got a home run. I mean, how could you not talk about that?
Here we go, Freddie Freeman.
Oh man, here we go, man. Here we go to the World Series.
I mean, Dave Roberts already said it.
I'm predicting it myself.
All right.
I'm throwing it out there right now.
2 votes for the Dodgers.
2 votes for the Dodgers. Dodgers World Series and a win. Not just a trip. We trip there all the time. Trip and fall all the fucking time.
Right.
So no, an actual go and win. So Dodgers, the National League. National League Dodgers.
All right. Well,
I mean,
I think Dave Roberts has got his work cut out for him with Toronto.
okay. Oh,
They did a lot of things, including ruining some of our buddies in the Bay Area's season by getting Chapman.
no, I saw that the A's.
The A's are just unloading players left and right.
Olsen too, right? I heard Matt Olsen. He's gone. I believe somewhere I read he's out the door too.
Oh yeah, he headed to Atlanta,
Atlanta.
replacing
Chapman.
Freddie Freeman.
Nice, Freddie Freeman.
It's not a bad replacement. Atlanta
No,
didn't do too bad.
No, hey, the A's have a lot of good players they give away.
And then 4 years they'll have a few more good ones.
They have their farm system, man. They do very well. So to get players ready for other teams to go win World Series, they're doing very fine. And baseball we've had some preseason games, or we've had some games, some spring training games.
Oh yeah, Correa hit his first home run as a twin, I believe, or I don't know. Some guys hitting home runs.
Nice.
I don't think it's a big deal so far.
Well, no, it's just spring training baseball.
It is.
It's not a big deal, but now there's hope.
There is hope.
There's hope.
And
There's
that
hope.
summer, it has a chance.
Well, there's hope that those Benicia minor league kids play in the pro someday.
Is that what the B in the hat stands for?
That's what the B in the hat stands for.
I thought it was just boss or something like that.
I'm throwing a shout out to the Benicia
Benicia baseball.
minor league. Yeah, Benicia baseball.
How's the kid doing?
Team's 4-0. I don't know if any other team is undefeated, but my son's team is, and I think the coaches do really well. I mean, they put the kids in the right position to win these games, man. It's fun to watch, actually. So quite lucky in that category. So yeah, basketball.
Basketball.
LeBron.
NBA.
Yeah, LeBron.
To LeBron. I mean,
It's just I don't know if it's just becoming kind of a joke or something now, but it's like it's scoring or losing or not playing but it's like
he is either setting a record or
it's, I don't know what's really going on with him. So
yeah, getting crushed.
and getting crushed. Yeah, like it's I don't know.
Actually, like 2 minutes ago, San Antonio I think passed or tied the Lakers for the very last playoff seed. So now we're talking to just shut it down, LeBron,
or just go for crazy. Well, he's injured right now, right? Sprained ankle. Didn't he sprain his ankle?
Yeah, it looks actually kind of bad for an
30,
elderly
gentleman playing basketball. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm fine with that. And he can shut it down because he's going to look great in a Knicks uniform distributing the ball next year.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone's beating Phoenix or Memphis in the West right now.
No,
the Warriors
I
are looking out of sorts without Curry right now.
Yes, I agree with that, and I agree with Memphis and Phoenix. I don't believe those two teams are worried about anybody else in the West.
No.
And I would have to say that it's got to be the Bucks and Philly.
Bucks, Philly. I mean, Miami's gonna say, "Hey, we got the best record."
Yeah, but Miami's kind of they've had like a bump in the road.
They're way too close to spring break.
Is that what it is?
They just get COVID every other game.
Yeah, you get excited when spring break hits if you live in Miami, right? Like, wonder what the beach is going to look like next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they seem to they've had a little problem and fighting amongst each other. And I saw the coach and Butler going at each other. And I mean,
that's just a sign that they want this stuff.
That's what it is, huh? Coach, I can taste it. It's in my mouth.
That's where your taste buds.
That's where your taste buds are. Well, that's cool. I mean, at least we've got some idea of where basketball is headed. We'll have some decent playoffs, and then we'll get to the Bucks, the Philly, and the
one thing I am
Memphis
kind of
and
looking
Arizona.
forward to, which may or may not happen, is Toronto still has the Kyrie can't come play with us if he doesn't get vaccinated. So it's a possibility the Nets have to go to Toronto, in which he'd have to start sitting out again, which, after getting reinstated basically in the state of New York.
Who's got the better record?
I think the Nets
Nets
actually
have
do
to,
now. Yeah, they're 6 and Toronto's 8. I believe there's...
So in a 7-game series, they'd be 4-3 if they could play it out.
I just like to make fun of Kyrie, really.
I do too, actually. Because he's insane.
He is. He's just a bit mad.
Yeah, he's just a bit mad. I mean, he actually thinks that he's just a bit mad. I mean, the world is not flat, pal. It's just not. I don't know if he believes that anymore, but if he still does, it's not flat.
It's not.
I've told you, get over it. And that, I don't know, but I do enjoy him. But he's the greatest old man to play basketball in the world.
You know what?
As
terrible movie maker, great old man crossover.
Crossover, man. Yeah, I mean, if I saw that guy and he did that on it, I was just like a witness. I'd be like, damn, that old guy is smooth, man. He's really, really good. Until to find out that it's actually just Kyrie Irving.
Right.
But no.
Do we have to say that was a Nike commercial or something?
No, I don't believe so. I don't think. Yeah, no, I think that's fine. But that's still just, one of his best. I mean, that's probably what I view him for, is actually just that old man thing. Other than that, he's just been some back and forth from team to team, not getting along with anybody basketball player.
Oh, yeah. He beat the Warriors once, which I hate about him.
He did. He did. There was a couple games
we
that
can
he was.
ignore that part.
You can ignore that part. Well, you're a Pistons fan. You don't even have to worry about it.
Hey, there you go.
That's not even a big deal. You know what I mean? Try being a Knicks fan. It's not that easy. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Your big guy wants out of town, apparently. He's giving him the James Harden treatment.
It's... Bye.
just see you later.
See you later. I mean, it's a young team, and RJ Barrett is the future of that team, and you need to build around that. And Julius Randle, if he doesn't want to be built around that, or he doesn't want to be in New York, then you bye. I'm sorry. I mean, I liked him, but who do you used to play for before? The Pelicans, and then the Lakers, and then now he's with the Knicks, and who you gonna play for next? The Raptors. So it's just the great ones stay with their teams, and they make great things happen with that team. And Grandma and Julius Randle and Maya Stoudemire, you just ruin teams, man. You don't care about nobody. You're just moving on, making money. Sorry, that was kind of a rant. So nothing hockey. Hockey's.
Oh, well, I'll be honest. You could start telling it's playoff time.
Okay.
Let's get down to it. Penguins, Rangers. Looks like they're going to be playing again in the playoffs. So that's, I don't know. It's just, everything's so fast.
Yeah.
And awesome these days.
Hockey in the playoffs is when I actually turn on the TV for hockey.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably the most. Football is its own special little world, but hockey in the playoffs is an intense.
Well,
battle.
Every shift they cut down to like 35 seconds, so it's 35 seconds of everyone going as hard as they can, and then you get off the ice, and the other 35 seconds.
Right,
and it goes so fast.
It's very intense.
Absolutely. So yeah, Penguins look okay. Rangers look a bit better than we are. So fingers crossed.
I thought at one point in time the Penguins weren't going to make the playoffs. So fingers crossed.
That's fair. Well, we didn't have Sydney or Gino in the beginning.
Okay, so there was a moment of.
It was more worry than actual. We're not going to make the playoffs.
The fact that you're in, that's what I thought. Oh yeah, you're in. Good for you. Yes. That's great. Because I thought you weren't.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. We got a week and a half of just positioning, posturing.
But you don't see you're beating the Rangers. How about the Bruins? Ooh. Are the Bruins in?
It's a good question.
How about the Flyers? The
Flyers are not in.
Flyers. See, that's what makes you happy.
I am actually.
Those things
my season's already been made. Actually.
Yeah, right. If the
Flyers
not in, if those people don't make it, then that's what makes you happy. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, the Sharks not going to make it. They did another Oakland A's kind of like.
Just gave them away.
Ice sale, I guess, if you want to call it.
Ice sale.
They sent some of their guys away for some better prospects.
Well, hey, listen, it's called a rebuild.
Yeah. They have to do it here.
You have to do it. That's what you do. The A's do it all the time.
Constantly.
They'll send a 27-year-old sensational baseball player to another team, and
Wonder if anyone's ever traded more MVPs than the Oakland A's.
the Golden State Warriors.
Someone Google that.
That's a good question. It really is. I bet you that in baseball, I bet you the answer is no. I bet you it is, because they don't pay anybody. So, playoffs for both basketball and hockey, they're coming.
We're warming up.
And we're warming up.
Yeah.
And
it seems like basketball's going through the motions, and hockey is actually warming up.
Warming up.
Yeah, they're getting ready for the playoffs, and basketball's just like, we'll rest everybody.
It's a different kind of human being too. Like a basketball player or a hockey player. Like I don't know. I mean, if I was to choose what alley I'd want to walk down, I don't know if it would be the hockey player alley. You know what I mean? Because they're just.
It's a good question. Are you afraid of height?
No.
I see that. I think we know the answer to that.
Then the hockey it is, right? Because they're just mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just kick your ass for no reason. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. So those are coming into their strong times of the year, and the madness is about to end.
Oh, the madness is about to end.
The madness is almost over.
But I have to say,
You're still wearing a jersey. I took mine. I just had to take my Kentucky jersey down. I thought it was time.
Who's Chuck Matthews?
Chuck Matthews. He's a 1949 Packer. He's a great outside linebacker. Chuck Matthews. Yeah.
I'll look him up.
Yeah.
Don't Google that one.
No, don't Google Chuck Matthews. It's Clay Matthews if you wanna.
All right, so Carolina. I mean, that's all I want to really talk about. I mean, we played UCLA in, the Battle of the Titans, so to speak.
That's all you want to talk about is.
Pretty much. Oh, we can talk about St. Peter's, the Peacocks.
Yeah, I mean, the St. Peter's.
They did win a game here.
Yeah, Houston go a long way. There was a lot of teams that played. Well, you just want to talk about North Carolina?
I do.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do it then.
All right, well.
Yeah.
Don't really know.
All this madness, and we want to go to the team that's gone to the Final Four.
Just the UCLA game was such a battle. I mean, back and forth.
UCLA, that was a great game, and and it's a 4 against an 8. So I mean, good for you. And then you should have lost.
Then we did kind of luck out with St. Peter's. You could tell they were a bit out of gas.
That game was. No matter how much I said, come on, Peacocks on Twitter. The Peacocks could not pull within 20.
Twitter was not helping.
It was not. Well, the one thing I said about it in every game I saw the Peacocks, from the Kentucky game and the Purdue game, they never went away, and they
were just too far away.
They were never there. You know what I mean?
Plus, we had that huge guy.
Yeah, well,
and they were just little.
Plus,
little tiny guys.
We
valiant effort.
Should have beat them. Kentucky should have beat them. I mean, so. Go Peacocks! I'm really proud of them, and
go us,
and go
Carolina.
Go Carolina, I guess. Actually, you know what? It
is Hubert Davis's freshman year as a coach.
It is
kind of making a statement,
and he's the only coach who's not in the Hall of Fame in the Final Four, basically. Right. So, and that's when it becomes interesting for Hubert Davis. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying. Anything about Huber, but
do we think that's going to be about out-coaching each other? Or this is just going to be an all-out war, battle of attrition, Carolina Duke, just bodies flying everywhere, people fouling out left and right.
How much revenge is here for that loss for Coach K?
I mean, I'm sure there's a little.
It's going to be going to be a really chesty game. They're going to be.
I don't think either one needs more motivation. I mean, sure, Duke would have liked to. Win Coach K's last game at Cameron versus Carolina.
Sure.
But I mean, what Carolina fan in the right mind doesn't want to beat Duke every single
game? Every single game. I understand.
And to end his career.
Oh, show me.
Like twice or whatever. Oh.
So
I'm drooling.
This is do it for the Gipper. And this is let's strangle that son of a bitch. and end his life.
Let's send him out the way we want.
Let's send him out how he deserves to go. And that's with a goddamn loss.
Yeah,
exactly. And then over here is honestly, madness. Pretty much panned out the way it was supposed to pan out, right? I mean, Kansas, the most winningest team in college basketball.
Yeah.
Nova, 2 out of the last 5.
They keep winning championships.
Duke,
Yeah, we don't even have to say anything about Carolina and Duke.
Carolina, Duke. These two teams live here.
They do.
And these two teams live here. So for everything that happened in this giant circle, it still ended up being fun. It still ended up being the 4 teams that live there. Huh? I mean,
it was great though, wasn't it? Just the road. The whole road was fantastic.
I'm gonna call it just like the 3/4 of the way madness, and then just goes back.
Say next year we make everyone 15 seeds.
Yeah, everybody's a 15 seed except for Kansas, Duke, UNC, and Nova. They're the 1 seeds. That's who it should be. That's no more bullshit around here. Because, hey, good luck to all 4 of them. I honestly think when
Disagree.
Well, see, when I see this, I see Kentucky in this. As when I see when these 4 teams made it, I think to myself, damn, Kentucky's.
Like all the good teams that wear the color blue are there.
The color blue, except for
Kentucky.
That's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
I mean, is it my fault?
Oh, well, next time we're here, we'll be able to crown a champion. Hopefully I have like 6 of these jerseys up here.
I know, it's a whole wall of North Carolina jerseys hung upside down because of his sadness.
The madness turns to sadness.
And that's how it works. So, I mean, we got 3 games left.
3 games left.
3 games left. You want to predict anything?
I'm
going to say Duke, Kansas.
You're going to say Duke, Kansas?
Yeah.
And who wins that one?
Kansas. I think Kansas has probably been in this.
They'll be worn out if they get through this.
Oh, yeah.
They might just take a nap for a few days.
I think Kansas is better than Nova this year. But then, Nova has one thing on their side. They keep winning these
No one knows who they are.
Yeah, right?
Like, how do we defend Nova? I don't know. No one knows who's on their team.
But actually, I think Kansas is coming in pretty healthy, and I think Nova's down 2 now. So
their little transfer guy from Arizona State's been huge in the tournament.
Okay,
I
so
don't remember his name offhand.
Pretty sure somebody tore an Achilles tendon in this last game.
They lost their second leading scorer.
Yeah, so Kansas on an easy road to here, and these 2 teams beat the shit out of each other. And Kansas wins the national championship. That's fair.
There you go.
I mean, I'm not calling it or predicting it, but I could think that
prediction brought to you by the Good Time
Tavern. Yeah, right. But I think it's fair to say that that's possible that this team gets to kick this team's ass because they're beaten up, and that these 2 teams kick each other's ass.
Agreed.
That's fair to say. All right. Speaking about kicking each other's ass, how did we had some good soccer?
Hold on.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I thought.
All right.
From what I understood.
Well, it was World Cup qualifying time. We're getting down to the last little bit of it.
Right, and we feel okay, right?
After these, we've only played 2 of the 3 games in this little segment so far. I believe we have to lose to Costa Rica by less than 5 tomorrow. After Pulisic and the boys put a pounding on Panama on Sunday.
Nice.
That was part of my great Sunday. I watched Carolina just destroy St. Peter's and it rolled right into the USA scoring. They scored 5 goals against Panama.
Oh, yeah.
Pulisic with the hat trick.
Well, that's a fabulous Sunday.
Oh, yes. So, scenario, we could lose by 6 goals and this would be worse than losing to Trinidad and Tobago 4 years ago to not make the World Cup. So let's not get super excited. But we should be able to hold them to less than 6.
I don't want to jinx.
Don't be counting chickens.
I'm not going to count any of those chickens. Even though there's like 5 or 6 there, but I'm not going to count any.
But yeah, there's no way we should not
get qualified. So that's good.
That's amazing.
That's what we want because 4 years ago, we were watching it at home.
Yeah, so sad.
So sad. To lose to Trinidad and Tobago is like, oh man, bummer. We're not going to the World Cup. So we got this.
Yeah, we got this.
I'm
psyched.
So America made it.
Yep, America made it.
Or we're on our way. Let's not. We don't want to. We don't want
to
poke somebody in the eye. Oh, you bastard. But anything else? Anybody else make it?
Well, I mean, Mexico and Canada made it. The big 3.
Listen, California guys.
Yeah.
We love our teams, but in California, if Mexico makes it to the World Cup, I will vote the whole way. Most of the people I know are voting for Mexico to win the World Cup.
I feel like they're on a down cycle, but they're still dangerous. They're Mexico.
Always, they're Mexico. They're love soccer.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they're fanatical about it.
All right. And other than that, let's see here. Well, Ronaldo made it.
Ronaldo
That came down to Portugal had to win today for Ronaldo to make his 6th World Cup.
Did he score 7 goals to get in?
No, he did not.
No, okay. We need to win today. Gotcha, coach.
No, he had a beautiful assist.
Oh.
I believe, who was it? Oh, Bruno Fernandes scored.
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno scored the goal.
One of my favorite Portugal soccer players. Bruno Fernandes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's I jersey somewhere in the house. I just hanging up. He's number 10, right? No, he can't get the number 10 jersey. He's going to get that next year. He's going to get that one.
Very possible.
It's very possible because Ronaldo will give it up.
And my buddy Austin, the Liverpool fan, he'll be sad Mo Salah did not make the World Cup. Oh. Egypt got knocked out because Africa's qualifying is just bonkers.
Bonkers as in how? What do you mean bonkers? They shoot you if you score. How does that work? I mean, what do you mean bonkers? Everybody's got to play each other, right?
Well, it kind of lined up where all the good teams played each other. And
all the bad teams played each other?
Right, so we're going to have half bad teams and half good teams coming from the continent of Africa.
That's totally bonkers.
Yeah, so
makes no sense at all.
We're going to be missing some good teams. They have to fix some of that stuff. I'm calling FIFA actually right now.
You are? You're going to put them on the... You should just put
from my home line.
Oh, okay. Because
I got to dial it like this.
I mean, if you wanted to, I mean, I would wait on hold while we did the show. To talk to FIFA, that'd be awesome.
I'm listening to elevator music for a while.
Yeah, I would assume that we would have to do the whole show,
all right,
and then listen to the whole show, and still wait on hold to talk to FIFA. But it's fine. That's not a big deal.
It is.
So when is our next game? When do we have the next game? I mean, when is this next? When do we need to vote for this?
Besides tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
The Costa Rica game.
It's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Perfect.
And then hopefully our next game is in the World Cup.
No, exactly.
Which is September, October.
So we just got to.
That'll be on corrections next week.
Nice. It's one of those months.
It's getting there.
So we just need to beat them. It's not about just holding them to 5. Don't let them beat us by 6, guys. No, hell no. It's about smashing them into the ground.
You know what? Let's go do that.
Let's do that.
That should be the mentality.
That's the mentality we should have. It shouldn't be going into Costa Rica. Let's just make sure they don't score 6. Let's make sure we score 6. Absolutely. I can't. That's the only way it's going to be.
If Coach Berhalter slips up, I'm putting your name in the consideration.
Put me, write it down.
Application.
FB. Yeah, and people will be like, Coach. Yeah, because you know why? Because it's the inspirational speech that he gives. It's not about.
That's right.
It's not about what he knows, because it's obviously nothing. Halfback, fullback, no clue center. He's got no clue what he's doing right now. But the speech he gave, inspirational. I ran right up the middle right after he gave the speech. Yeah. Well, hey, I can't wait. Let go USA, and go Mexico. And go everybody. I want everybody. They should just
even the Canadians.
Oh man, I love the Canadians. We've got the North, we got us in the middle, and we got Mexico right below us. I think yeah, you know what? I think we should the 3 of us should just team up. It should be one big group. The Canadian, U.S., Mexican.
Land mass is about equal to Russia.
Heck yeah, let's go now. We'll just get all together.
Combo.
And we'll just drive there. It'll take us forever. We'll go through Alaska. We'll get there pissed. We'll be pissed when we get there too. I'm telling you right now.
I hate driving.
I will be so angry.
Commuting's the worst.
I hate driving. So all right. Well, I think we've covered the basis of all sports, except for.
We haven't.
Well, I mean,
is it dived or dove when you do something diving in the past tense?
I dove.
All right. Well, I'm gonna dive.
No, you dive.
That doesn't sound right.
You dive. I'll dove.
All right, so into NFL.
Let's do it.
All right, where should we start with your
your
squandering Packers?
No.
Floundering?
Squandering.
More like floundering.
Giving up. Not giving up. I mean, there's a lot of picks there, and I said it before. I'll say it again. You wouldn't have got Campbell and Douglas and all these players back if you would have held on to one receiver. And apparently the receivers in the draft are phenomenal because nobody cares about their star receiver. So I don't feel like I'm I was bummed out day 1 and then 5 days later, Tyreek Hill is off to Miami. You know what I mean? For way more picks than Devontae Adams. So let's not talk about the Packers. Let's talk about Tyreek Hill and the Miami Dolphins.
All right.
Let's talk about the Miami Dolphins, for Christ's sakes. I mean, if you want to talk about a team with receivers.
How long did we talk before we just say Tua Tagovailoa?
Oh, man. I don't know. That's the big question mark in Miami.
All right, so let's talk about the weapons.
Let's talk about the weapons.
I mean, they do have they got Mozart back from the Niners. So speed.
To go back to that coach. Fast. Yeah, fast. And knows the playbook already. He's just walking into a system he knows. And a coach he's very comfortable with. Exactly. So, no problem there. What other weapon you want to talk about? How about the Rookie of the Year on offense? Because that's who I thought should have been
Waddle?
Mr. Waddle with 102 catches, I believe, on the season for a rookie.
Oh, yeah.
Getting passes from 3 different quarterbacks. How many quarterbacks threw to that guy?
3.
So I was right. So 3. So that kid caught 102 catches from, well, whoever. Hey, I'm going to be open. I'm 17. Just look for me out there in the field. I mean, so there's a weapon.
Yeah, no, route running genius. He looked great last year.
Little Jerry Rice-ish.
Stop. Just stop.
You don't have a Niner jersey on the wall right now. I got my Packer jersey up. Come on, man. I say whatever I want. I mean, listen. If you're gonna run good routes, who are we gonna compare you to? Marvin Harris?
Sure.
Okay. So I'll just do Marvin Harris. I don't want to invoke the shrine or something, or like be slapped.
Yes, Jerry.
I don't want you to Will Smith me right in front of my fans, all 30 of them. I'll be pissed off at you, man.
I promise it won't end the same way.
It won't end the same way. I'm not Chris Rock. But
not just gonna smile.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, but still, I mean, Waddle, fantastic. Cedric Wilson, can you add him to a team and just be depth?
He's pretty fast.
He's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Waddle and Cedric Wilson. Who's the tight end again? I always say his name wrong.
Gesicki.
I will let you say this.
We are Penn State.
So you've got, and now Waddle, Gesicki, and
Devontae Parker still on their team.
We'll talk about Devontae. We're gonna talk about
We're gonna save Devontae.
Maybe the Packers. One Packer fan is listening, and he knows another Packer fan that knows another Packer fan that can help us out. But so let's save that one. So we've got these 3 weapons at receiving, really good ones, I think, decent ones.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Decent ones. And
best Miami's had since the Marx brothers.
And is Gaskin still running the ball?
I believe so.
So we got Mozart
and
Gaskins, and we've got these 3 weapons, and then we add Tyreek Hill to the mix, which I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't see it coming. It was like I did like the Devontae thing. I told you that one day I should have hit myself in the head. How did we sign Kemp? You know what I mean? How are we doing all these things? But the Tyreek Hill goes to the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, I wonder if Mahomes actually knew about that one, because you'd think he'd be able to pull some strings as like king quarterback in Kansas City.
Well, Rodgers knew about Devontae. Apparently, he signed anyways.
They made a bet. Mahomes and Rodgers made a bet. Said, "Hey, let's both get rid of our best receiver.
Let's do it. You know
See
what?
who has the best year."
Oh man, we'll make a commercial about it for insurance.
We'll make more money from.
Yeah, interstate.
That company.
Yeah, the interstate, the double belt, double check, whatever. Yeah, we'll make money there because we won't have to do it because we're not gonna win Super Bowls because we're get rid of our best player with us. Sneaky, totally sneaky. But no, at the same time, I was blown away. But now you said it. That quarterback, man. And that quarterback, he's got to be. I mean, there's no more excuses.
He'd have to.
They picked up that lineman too, didn't they? Armstead was that?
Oh yeah, Taron Armstead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, like the excuses are all, but the coach is coming from one of the best organizations in football. The Niners have been only but to championships and Super Bowls, and even in the last decade they've done it. Yeah. That kid and that coach has been a part of this organization. He was part of those runs, or that last run.
He's not going to make him a worse football
He's not going to make him a worse football. I've seen stuff of them already. I've heard him speak. I've heard him talk. I think, hey, this
kid knows what he's talking about.
I think he just knows what life's about, and then he's a football nerd. So I think, and I think he's young. And I think he fits with the players. You know what I mean? He's texting in social media just as much as They're texting and social media.
Responding their tweets.
Yeah,
and
you know what
stuff.
I mean? I think he's part of the, and I think he's going to be just fine. So now the question is Tua the quarterback? So we'll find out next year. I mean, we really will, because everybody's sticking with
Jimmy
him.
G to Miami.
Jimmy G to Miami. What a brilliant idea. Let's go ahead. Baker Mayfield, here you come, baby. Miami Dolphins are calling you. Because you got nothing else to do. What are you doing right now? You just the backup to who? Jacoby Brissett?
The backup to the backup?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we don't know what happens to Deshaun yet.
Oh, no, yeah. Both the Niners and Cleveland are being weird with their quarterbacks. They're like, nah, we're just going to keep them.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Until someone else breaks their leg, and then we'll trade you.
Well, I think there was a couple crazy things that happened. And I think, like, Matt Ryan going to the Colts. I think, well, there's that.
That kind of came out of nowhere.
That trade option is out. I mean, it's out. It's gone, at least for the next 2 years. Matt Ryan's got 2 years left in him. So.
What'd I say? 12 months?
12 months. You said 12 months.
Something like that.
Yeah, so. And then, Deshaun, you knew he was going to come back and change one quarterback's life. Baker Mayfield, you're the winner. It's just going to happen. He was coming back. Somebody was going to. And then Texas just saying, yeah, we like the kid.
Davis Mills is like, good.
Davis Mills is the man.
Goodness, he's gone.
I'm the man. So, that didn't help Jimmy. That did Baker. Baker got screwed there. Baker man, that guy just came into my
certain teams just like settling, like Steelers going, Trubisky.
Sure. We're gonna take Malik Wilson in the draft anyways if he's there. So Mitch Trubisky, welcome to Stopgap Land. You know what I mean? So
some worse quarterbacks have been signed. Let's be honest.
Hey, way worse quarterbacks have been signed than Mitch Trubisky. And let me tell you what: if you told me that you were going to give me $20-some-odd million for the next 2 years to be the stopgap. $20 million is $20 million on paper. So, I mean, I'll take it. That's fine. What do you want me to do? Play quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, you know what I was doing before was that Metro PC kiosk at the mall. So, yeah, I'm in. I'll take that. Shout out to Maurice Claret. You know what I'm saying?
That's a little Buckeye joke.
That little Buckeye joke I did. AJ Hawk, baby. Represent. Yeah, I mean, Steelers settled, but is it a bad settle? Not if they draft. Not if they fill the need with a rookie and out of this draft class. I think Malik Wilson goes before him, and they probably get Pickett.
Yeah,
kids from Pitt.
Who knows what this quarterback class? The ones that look really good played against no competition, and the ones that should be good aren't
quite that good.
Or they've been playing for 4 years like Howell and Pickett. They got college stats, but they've been a starter for 3.5, 4 years.
Where the other ones are out the door, right? Then they get the job. I'm gone. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, there's a reason they were still here after 4 years.
There is a reason they're still after 4 years. Yeah, I like I said, I think Miami is it's just as the Chargers, as the Raiders. What the Raiders? They all of a sudden want to win?
I don't want to look at them and be like, oh, they're doing a good job, but they're doing something at least.
Yeah, what? Chandler Jones?
Devontae Adams? Hot Rock Singh?
Yeah, I mean, what? They're not stopping. You know what I mean? They're just. Raiders, mad props, going for it. You know what I mean? But
good week for them.
But the AFC, everybody. I'm glad I'm in the NFC. The happiest place the Packers could be is in the NFC right now. Because in the AFC, it's blood. It's Game of Thrones. It's pretty much it. It's the ice people versus the scary people over here, and we're all going to build our teams to slaughter the other team. And it's just, when the Raiders jumped in and Miami said, we'll take Tyreek Hill.
NFC's over there with a bunch of hobbits and dwarves rolling around in the mud.
Yeah, right. Froto, where are you, Froto? I'm looking for something, man. Oh my God. I am totally thank God we're on the AFC.
See you in the playoffs next year.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because we just keep going to the playoffs. Who knows going to win it? But when you go to the AFC, it'd be great to just see them kill each other, and then the NFC wins the Super Bowl every year.
Like this thing. Everything's
we do all this crazy stuff. And, look, the Packers and the Niners.
Just like the Rams waltzed in and stole the Super Bowl.
So I walked in and just took the Super Bowl. That's insane, right? Raiders even got Jalen Brown. they're just boom, 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 boom. And the Chiefs, Take that.
They got
shit.
Juju, right?
And they got Scantling from the Packers. They picked up that Marquez Valdez-Scantling, which is
I did write that down.
Is speed down the side, man. I mean, you know what? They lost speed in Tyreek, and they brought some speed back with him. He comes from a good organization. He comes from, he's been catching passes from Aaron Rodgers for the last 4 years of his life. He's not, so he's not. I'm not saying he's replacing Tyreek Hill in no way, shape, or form. We wouldn't have got a 3rd-round draft pick for MVS.
Well, everyone figured that whole Tyreek Hill going deep thing last year, remember? Halfway through the year, all the defense was like, "Oh, we figured out Tyreek Hill."
Right.
So then they had to start doing,
Right, when you go this way and then up that way, and those touchdowns even look cooler.
Right.
When you run across the field and then shoot back up the field. And
I don't know if MVS has got that kind of skills.
No, he doesn't have that skills.
He can go deep though.
No, I don't. He doesn't have that. I'm fast at every spot of my life. I'm going to go this way really fast. Up, and I'm gone. And I'm going to go this way really fast. And up, I'm gone. And I'm going to go. And so that's two different kinds of speed.
Totally.
Two different kinds
They're going to miss that other kind of speed in Kansas City.
They are going to miss that other kind of speed in Kansas City. So, and Miami, I don't think they're going to know what to do with it.
They're going to misuse it. Yeah.
They're going to misuse it. So.
Or just miss it.
Or yeah.
Tua.
Oh shit, buddy. He was so open, bro. What the hell were you doing, man? So, that one is one to watch. I'm dying to watch the Dolphins just because of all they've got. And I as a South Park Cow fantasy football owner, I loved Waddle. And I want to take Waddle again. And just because he's a possession receiver. I love that guy on the team as my 3rd receiver. I'm going to get 10 for 90 and a touchdown.
Oh, that was money.
Money. So I'm in, but I love to see what the rest of it's going to look like.
I'm just taking Jamar Chase number 1.
Jamar Chase number 1.
Number 1 overall.
Number one overall, huh? So you want to let's do this Packer thing. You want to do this with Niner? What do you got? Niners holding on to Jimmy, right?
Oh yeah.
Just keep Jimmy.
Yeah.
What did he do for you?
What do you mean?
Well, what did he do for you last year?
Oh, besides taking us to the NFC Championship?
Oh, you can hold on to him.
Yeah.
No, he's not going to kill you. You got the whole other rest of the team there. Debo's behind you? Or over there?
Yeah.
Or is he over there?
Kittle's over there.
Debo's over there? Or is he back there? Guy's all over the place, man. That guy's an animal. That's who the Packers need to trade for.
And we got Juwan Jennings.
We'll give you 2 number 1s and 2 second-round draft picks for Debo Samuels. Deal. So that would be... All right, where do you want to line up, big guy? Yeah. I think they're going to... I've heard the Jets are asking for him. So, but you're going to re-sign him, right?
We're pretty confident in redoing Bosa and Debo coming up here in the next year and a half.
That's what you got to do.
They're coming up. They're not immediate. But we are going to need to spend Jimmy Garoppolo's money on them eventually. So
okay.
Jimmy,
get out of here, pal. It's time for you to go.
Take your quick clause or something.
Well,
we saved $7.5 million at least. We give that stuff.
I am, as a Packer fan, dying to. Well, I can't wait for the Trey Lance experience to start.
No, me too.
Because you just never know.
I'm psyched.
What you get every year with Aaron Rodgers, and you guys have no clue.
No clue.
And for me, I like
Best commercials.
For me, I like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, well, Aaron Rodgers here, and for you, it's like, who do we get?
I know. I'm super pumped.
I know. You guys is confident. It's just like spewing out your ass. So
we love Jamie. We love Trey.
And Kittle's good. He's stuck on the defense. You lost a couple, right?
We did. Quan Williams left. We did sign Charvarius Ward.
Oh, I thought that was a good signing for you.
Good signing, yeah. We needed some help on the outside.
You signed somebody else too, another safety, right?
We got a bunch of special teams guys.
That's what it was. You just got, they could be safety or quarterbacks, but just special teams.
Very possible.
And that Reed kid went where then? Because he went from Seattle to, you wanted him. He went somewhere else. Did he go to Buffalo?
Oh yeah, DJ Reed. Yeah, he took off.
Yeah, you did not get that guy. Nice try though.
You did not. Yeah.
No, you wanted him.
No, but so far solid moves. We helped the line a little bit. Draft, we had 9 picks, lots of defensive line and secondary, and
tons of
flyers on running backs, and I think we'll be good to go.
You know what? When I watched the combine, no running back jumped out. It was
you didn't like Breece Hall?
I didn't like any running. No running back but from what I saw from receivers and cornerbacks and linemen, no running back like did that like whoosh, that was insane. Like I've seen that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Watching 8 receivers run 4.340s, no, never seen that before. You know, watching defensive linemen run 4.340s, nope, never seen that before. I'm just like, wow, I've never seen that before. So running backs, no, I seen Chris Johnson run a 4.29. You know, I mean, it's like
he was good for a year.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean. So I've seen that. You know, so, but I've never seen. What I saw with the defensive lineman, what I saw with the offensive lineman, what I saw with the running back. I mean, the receivers and the defensive backs was like, oh, well, there's a lot of talent in this draft.
Right. Way more impressed with those positions.
Yes, and which is why I think why I think free agency is ending. I mean, it's shut. I mean, it's slowed down because I think there's so much talent. I think teams now are going to wait.
Oh yeah.
Why go get Julio Jones at 33? You could probably draft 2 receivers, and if you get into preseason and you get into camp, and you go, man, these 2 receivers aren't ready. I bet you Julio Jones is still there in July.
He knows how to run a fade route.
He does. I bet you Jarvis Landry's still there in June. Well, if there's so much talent in receivers, why would you go get Will Fuller? There's tons of speed.
See what you can get for free.
Yeah, there's tons of speed. I mean, Will Fuller, that's him, right? He's just up to go. Well, Lavier, go. Williams, go. Garrett, I mean, just go. All of them, go.
Yeah.
So Will Fuller, he only plays 10 games a season.
Right.
Yeah.
And already has a big contract.
So Will might be there a long time, man. Melvin Gordon, he's 29, but is Melvin Gordon going to see a team?
Probably.
Before June?
I mean, 30 is the magic number, so we
got
one
more year, man.
He's 20.
There's a lot of 29s. Landry's 29. Clowney. When does Clowney get off the free agency bus and get on a team?
I don't know.
Kid had more talent than anybody.
Probably end up on the Browns.
Nice. Right. Oh, I thought he was already on the Browns.
Yeah. He fits there pretty well.
Actually.
I think that's kind of his spot.
Odell Beckham, he's just going to wait to who's ever in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
He's not going to play till November.
No.
So, November, nobody can sign him, right? Because you're just like, well...
It's a waste of a year.
Why? I'll just sign you in November.
Tough break on that one.
Yeah,
right before free agency.
Yeah, right.
By the way, you can't play next year. No one's signing me to a 1-year contract.
No, not anything. But if he's looking good in November and the Packers need a receiver,
throw him like $8 million for a Super Bowl.
Yeah, for a Super Bowl. Give you that right now. Who else is 29? You got Landry. I mean, Gordon's 29. I think Fuller's 29. There's a lot of just pre-30, and in football, that's
Is it?
I mean, Bobby Wagner's 32. He's probably the only guy over 30 I'm signing.
What's old for podcasting?
70. Sweet. Well, how about the Honey Badger?
Honey Badger, I'd take him on my team any day.
Why don't the Niners draft?
Have you seen his tweeter? He used the New Orleans spelling of "go" in some sort of tweet that he put, and I'm like, he's gonna end up in New Orleans.
Oh, he's going. Oh, okay. So he's throwing that out there in a secret tweet.
I think it's a secret tweet.
Nice.
The New Orleans read stuff like that.
How did they get money?
Maybe he's just gonna build a homeless shelter and
live
there for free.
Just live there for free. That's a good idea. And you could just use it, and then you could use it as a tax write-off.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. I don't know. NFL money. I have no clue.
I have no clue either anymore. It's all kind of fake and make believe. Somebody did make a comment though. They said, the salary cap is real, and because of the salary cap, a lot of moves are made within football that build the NFL label to be what it is. I mean, because it must be, because they make.
Sounds confusing.
It does, right? But it's like, putting a cap on the players and how everything works allows them to put more money into other things. I always thought it was a team individual thing, you know what I mean? So it's just like, sounds like the owner's not wanting to give my money to me. Whatever, I don't know. But I guess it is a label, a market. It's just one brand, the NFL. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, that's a lot of money in that thing right there. Yeah, that's a lot. They spend that stuff like crazy. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
No, but I do feel free agency is slowing down. I think.
Yeah, it looks like a little break here. Training camp starts in what, like 6 weeks?
Well, we got the draft, and that's what it's about.
The draft.
That's what it's about. It's not. I think that's what's gonna. I think that's what's making free agency stop now. When's the draft? April 19th. April.
It's usually right around 420.
Yeah. So
you got 2 picks in the first round, yeah?
2 picks first round, 2 picks second round.
Wow, we have 1 pick in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, 2 picks, and that's why we traded for DJ Metcalf.
Get him out of my division.
Yeah, get him
we
out.
We don't have anyone tall enough to guard him anyway.
And bring him into our division.
Yeah,
Exactly. That sounds perfect. Or I go back to the Miami Dolphins. Parker is on the. He is the 4th man in line now, and he's a first round draft pick.
Yeah.
And I bet you the Packers could pick him up for a 4th rounder right now.
Throw me the damn ball.
Throw me the damn ball. Just throw me the ball, Rodgers. So I mean, there you go. There's another option for the Packers. You don't get Metcalf. Why Seattle would be crazy to give that guy up, but would the Miami Dolphins be crazy to give up Parker? I mean, no. Kid, that guy's not going to see the ball again.
Forget he was even around if they.
He plays on this team.
Parker was still.
So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, but everything's going to calm down now, and we're going to wait till the draft happens, and whatever teams need to fill, that's when Hakeem Hicks.
Yes.
And Trey Flowers.
Stephen Gilmore.
And Stephen Gilmore. And the Honey Badgers. That's when these guys will come off the board. That's when these guys will find a spot. That's when these guys will make the money that, the less money, but they'll, there's a lot of talent coming out of the draft. So what are you going to do?
Everything's incentive based these days. Yeah. All these old guys will get their money if they make a difference.
Make a difference, right. And that's
all you want, right?
That's
just
why
give me a chance.
That's why you're taking them in the June free agency market, because you're just hoping that they can make a difference and fill in that spot and help out. So, yeah,
totally.
I got a couple shout outs. You got any shout outs?
No.
You done?
Well, I got that the fucked up thing of the week.
No, I'm gonna go shout outs first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna do it because I think we should always end up with something fucked up. So, listen, Creighton's women's basketball team. First,
the women Blue Jays.
The women Blue Jays. First Sweet 16, first Elite 8.
All right.
So
a little bit of history for.
Yeah. So go Creighton women, because I would have thought they would have already. I was shocked when I was like, "That's the first time you've ever."
Like the men's team. So.
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, geez, the men's team's always like somewhere around there. How the hell are you not in there? You know what I mean? Somebody's not getting enough money for their little part of the school." And Buddy Franklin. This is my favorite story of the whole week.
Who the F is Buddy Franklin?
To be honest with you, I have no clue. But he scored his 1,000th goal in the AFL. With like 6 minutes to go in the game. And they
AFL, the
Australian Football League. Yeah. And they with like 6 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the clock. The whole stadium, 35,000 rushed the field. They all dogpiled this guy
for scoring a goal.
For scoring the 1,000th goal. It's like a once in a generational kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's like
like the Pele and then the Ronaldo and then the whoever.
Right. Henry Aaron breaking Babe Ruth's record.
Two guys running guys. Yeah, So whole stadium. They just. That's it. Game's done.
Game's done.
6 minutes, 44 seconds to go. Hey, listen, they can't catch up. They're down 40.
Or were they down 1,000 to nothing, or was this?
No. They were down like 40 something. It would be impossible, especially Buddy Franklin's on the other fucking team. How can you catch up when the greatest goal scorer of all time is on the other team?
You can't beat Buddy Franklin.
But it was the most amazing thing to watch. When I saw all those fans, and I thought to myself, and then they didn't start. I thought Australian football, they know what they're doing. Well, who cares? The game doesn't mean anything. It's the fans and it's the players and it was fabulous. I thought that was the coolest thing I'd seen all week. Out of all the stuff I heard, all the madness, the peacocks, This one guy scoring a goal, all the fans tackling him, and then they just said, game's over, who cares?
Is Buddy okay?
I think he's a couple broken bones. I think he's fine. Yeah, he's destroying in football.
Ah, all right.
He was drinking a Foster's like an hour later in a bar.
That'll be it.
Yeah, he was fine. All right, give it to me. What do we got?
All right, well, my fucked up thing of the week isn't really that fucked up this week, but it's kind of funny.
Okay.
All right, so
Funny can be fucked up.
It could be, depending on which side of the boat you're on, I suppose.
No, I've laughed at a lot of fucked up things.
All right, so the scenario, we've got an 83-year-old grandma type.
Okay.
And she's got one living heir, the grandson. Grandson, not the greatest guy. He tricked her into like some power of attorney stuff.
Okay.
So eventually he could get her house here in America.
Nice.
Which he successfully did.
Nice.
He got the house, sold it, threw his money in his bank account, and then proceeded to drive Grandma right to the old folks' home. She was not amused.
No.
Granny was not amused.
No, I wouldn't be amused either. None of her relatives are at the old folks anymore.
Sole heir.
Sole heir.
She's stuck with this prick.
Yeah. Where did she think she was going? Taking you to Aunt Velma's. How the fuck are you the only person in my family?
Exactly. So already, she's not amused.
Right.
The kid's a dick. Turns out, a couple years later, she inherited like a big Romanian castle.
Nice.
Worth like $2-point-something million.
I'm in. I would take one right now.
Somehow the grandson caught wind of this.
Okay.
You know, told the lawyer, power of attorney.
Right. Of course. Hey, hand it this way. That's mine.
In which case, the lawyer proceeded to tell him, blah, 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 a bunch of lawyer stuff. Doesn't work like that. Granny's still alive, and this is an official cross-Atlantic, really fancy kind of thing. Granny's got to do it. Right. So, you know, Granny, go ahead and she takes back the power of attorney. The house is hers. And the son, it's like, when am I going to get my share of this big house that you can't take care of, Grandma, because you're batshit crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You live in an old folks' home.
You don't understand the paperwork.
Right.
One of those type things.
Right.
So anyway, she promised him he'd get his share when she passed, and she lived another 9 years, eventually passed. At the will, I don't know what to call those things, will passing out ceremony. The reading of the will.
Sure, that sounds good.
Yeah, he got his envelope with his, what he was expecting to be a check.
Of course. $1.25 million. That's what I expected.
Yeah, Granny kind of screwed him over on this one. Gave him $1.
Nice. That's what he said.
Just $1 and told him to go buy a conscience.
That's what for $1 you
and that's Granny burn right there.
That is total Granny burn.
You know what I mean? Like, go buy a conscience. What's that mean, Granny? Don't worry, you were burned by a grandma.
Right. I'm going to take that by lollipops and whistles. It's my $1. That's what I'm going to buy.
Right.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, so go Granny.
Go Granny. I love when Granny strikes back.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. When Granny strikes back, because most grannies just get taken care of, and this whole time they've only loved you and cared about you.
That was their job.
That is their job. Just love and care about you. Well, I got nothing else.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
I'm FB.
I'm the Goob.
Peace.
And cut.